episode, we're going to be looking at architectural deconstructivism. These sharp, angular buildings are hard to get your head around. The materials, the building method, and their design question every established architectural principle in the book. This elegant, non-rectilinear approach to design is part of the movement known as deconstructivism. Often characterised by the idea of distortion and fragmentation, the drive to question traditional structure theory has resulted in these non-rectilinear shaped structures appearing around the globe, which some would say serve to pervert our traditional ideas of structure. Since the radical introduction of deconstructivism into the modern city, many iconic buildings have been erected in the style. The curved facades of the Walt Disney Concert Hall in Los Angeles is the work of Gehry. The polished stainless steel curves of the building bend, warp and undulate according to the conceptual dynamic forces that were harnessed to symbolise musical movement and motion of sound. Aside from being visually stunning, the venue is one of the most acoustically sophisticated concert halls in the world, and was primarily constructed with the goal of producing the best sound conducting space ever seen, or for that matter, heard. The reflective stainless steel surface engages light as an architectural medium. The facade's individual panels and curves are articulated in daylight and coloured by city lights after dark. The building was initially set to be clad in stone, but the more malleable properties of steel made it the material of choice. These thin metal panels allowed for more adventurous curvature and could be structurally disassociated from the ground. Fortunately, this novel material and its reflective quality, combined with the concave sections, caused the reflective sunlight to concentrate on the nearby buildings and rooms, making some of them unbearably warm. Hotspots also appeared on the adjacent sidewalks, heating them to 60 degrees Celsius or 104 Fahrenheit. Along with this, there was also an increased risk of traffic accidents due to the blinding reflection of sunlight. To mitigate the issues, Gehry's partners later sanded the panels, eliminating the unwanted glare. Issues aside, Gehry's profound design has provided an auditorium that provides both impeccable acoustics and a striking exterior, contributing to the city of Los Angeles both culturally and visually, a feat that's often hard to replicate. From the architect of the famous Falling Water, Frank Lloyd Wright's last major project was the Guggenheim Museum. Construction began in 1943 and it was opened to the public 16 years later in 1959, making it one of his longest works in creation, along with one of his most popular projects. Wright's obsession with nature and organic forms is evident in many of his famous works. The museum's spiral shape rests in stark contrast to the strict Manhattan city grid, marked by the merging of triangles, ovals, arcs, circles and squares. The museum is a known landmark for both art lovers, visitors and pedestrians alike. The exterior of the Guggenheim Museum is a stacked white cylinder of reinforced concrete swirling towards the sky. These dramatic exterior curves have an even more stunning effect on the interior. Wright proposed the interior of the main body of the museum to be one great space on a continuous floor. Walking inside, a visitor's first intake is a huge atrium rising 28 metres in height, with light flooding the space from a large skylight perched atop it. Along the sides of the atrium is a continuous ramp and coiling upwards 6 stories for more than 1/4 of a mile, allowing for one floor to flow into another. The ramp also creates a procession in which a visitor experiences the art displayed along the walls as they climb upwards towards the sky. Despite its fame, many critics argue that the building competes with the artwork that's intended to be displayed, a problem which museum director James Johnson Sweeney took seriously, stating, "This is the most spectacular museum interior architecturally in this country, but my job is to show off the magnificent collection to its fullest." Along with that, during the construction, Wright encountered some resistance from Manhattan's building code administrators who argued with him over structural issues, such as the glass dome that had to be reduced in size and redesigned to include concrete ribs that are extensions of the discrete structural pillars on the exterior walls. Some say the Guggenheim is shaped like a nautilus shell. Others say it's a concrete ribbon or an inverted ziggurat. But no matter what you call it, the final design provides a spatial freedom that's unique to his style. It took Wright 700 sketches and 6 sets of working drawings to turn his vision into an extraordinary sculpture of a building overlooking Central Park, but in the very least, artist should be acknowledged as one of the most spatially beautiful, international-style works of architecture. Deconstructivist architecture may appear odd to some people due to its unconventional and out of various technique and looks, but it has managed to find its own niche in the world of architecture, and now be found across the globe, influencing hundreds of reconstructions. We really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you next time.